But nonetheless,
So,
look, a lot of people, most people are excited about the fight because Inoue is not wasting a lot of time. He has an idea of what he wants to do, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately in the world, there are people that dislike certain fighters and or people of other cultures for whatever the case may be, right? So the question has arisen of why isn't Inoue fighting in the States versus Neri? Now, look, I asked myself that question. But then once I asked myself that question, I started to really unpack why isn't the fight happening in the States. Money, man. It all comes back down to money, economics. Basic mathematics. Nothing personal, just strictly business. So look, I was on Twitter, right? And look, I'm not here to hate. I love everybody. I don't got time to beef with nobody, but I gotta highlight this. I'm not gonna say I'm calling him up. I gotta highlight this. All right. So shout out to Artman the Great. Artman Boxing. God bless him. Go to artmanapparel.com, get you a shirt, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But look, he said on Twitter, as you can see on the screen, Inoue only fights in Japan. Y'all don't find that suspicious?
No.
Now, it is worth noting, like I've seen Artman's content before. I know Artman, I'm just calling a spade a spade. If the fighter's not black, Artman normally don't really think too highly of non-black fighters. That's just the truth. He's a good guy. He's cool, but I'm just telling you the truth. Now, look. What do you think, Pops? Do you think it's suspicious that Inoue is only fighting in Japan?
No, I don't think so.
Which isn't even true because he's fought in the States, I believe, 3 times.
Yeah, exactly. So that, to me, that right, what you just said, dampens what he's saying right there. The bottom line is you're fighting one of the most top level fighters in boxing in our generation right now, and what he's doing, it's incredible. So any fighter that goes to Japan, however you want to,
you're gonna get paid too.
You're gonna get pieced up. Simple as that.
Not any fight. I don't know about any fight.
Okay, well,
most fighters.
Most, but most. Not all, but most, as we have here. But what I'm getting at is, Inoue is not an easy fight to fight. Any fighter to fight, and I don't think you could say that's like for me. You're putting blemish on the fight that you don't even you deflated that by saying my brother just said Inoue has come to the U.S. 3 times.
100%, right? So the best rebuttal to a question like this is simply this right here, which is the tweet was from my man Talkers. I like this guy because he likes a lot of the same fighters I like.
Yeah,
he likes Odebek Komatov. He likes
yeah.
Anyway, so he said he only fights in Japan. Why won't Inoue come to the USA? And he said on the left is where Luis Neri fought in his last fight in the US, and it didn't sell out. So let's put that on the screen for the people, the fine folks. So this is where look. This is where Neri fought Azar Hovhannisyan. Great fight, but
serious
in a very small venue.
Yeah.
I think they wound up fighting. I think it was the Velasco Theater or something like that. So look. I mean, we know in South Florida that looks very similar to a smaller version of the Broward Center for Performing Arts.
Yeah.
Something smaller than that.
Way smaller.
Way smaller than that, right?
Yeah.
So that's where he fought, and they didn't sell it out despite how great the fight was, right? So then on the right, right here,
56,000 words.
this is where Inoue fought Paul Butler in a legitimate, not a huge arena, not the biggest arena in the world, but still a legitimate arena, big arena. He fought Paul Butler there, and they sold it out, and he did a 7 to 8 figure gate. So it's not a matter of, it's suspicious and he's on steroids and this, that, and the third. It's just basic mathematics, basic economics, And if y'all really want to get into the economics, right? If y'all really want to start counting money and counting change, I got to bring this out again. I just did a video about this. I just dropped it yesterday. Yeah. If you didn't check it out, go check it out. The Saudis, it was confirmed by Naoya Inoue's esteemed promoter, Hideki Ohashi, that the Saudis are willing to put up 10 billion yen. Now, most of us here on the chat, I'm sure, are mostly Americans, so we don't know. I know a little bit about yen because I was in Japan, but I still don't know. I didn't know what 10 billion yen was off top, but I just knew it was a lot of money, right? So then I had to go to the fine folks at Google, right? And 10 billion yen translates to that.
Holy crap.
Just north of $69.2 million, or $69.2 million. So this is the kind of money that Inoue has, the boxing's big power brokers willing to put up for big fights. So it's not a matter of, is he afraid of fighting in the States? He's done it already. The reality is, and for those of you who watched the Rick Glazer interviews, I asked Rick, I said, hey man, why hasn't Top Rank tried to maybe bring Inoue to LA? There's a big Asian American community and Asian community in LA. Why has there been no investment from Top Rank to put marketing dollars behind Inoue to fight in LA? And Rick said that it's a big financial risk for Top Rank, and they haven't done it, right? So if Top Rank, who promotes him in America and is footing the bill, putting his fights on TV here in the States, if they're not willing to put that proper investment towards getting him to fight in the big Asian markets like LA or New York or even like a San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay. If they're not willing to do that for him, then you got to go where the money's at.
Yeah.
What's the old saying? Money talks.
Yeah, money talk is a show me the money.
So exactly.
Yeah.
So he's going where the money's at.
Yeah.
And the money is in Japan. The money's in Saudi, and that's why he's fighting there. So it's not a matter of he's cheating or he's this and he's that.
Yeah, I mean
he's going where the money is.
And that's
69 million.
And the bottom, yeah, you're gonna have to right now. The Saudis are doing a lot, bring people over. They have money to piss, do whatever they want with it. God bless them, and so they're bringing the fights out. Why wouldn't you take as a life generational what wealth, what it's called, generation money for your rest of your life? And no, he deserves that. If you can get it from another promo, just so be it.
And that's what I'm saying too. Like, where is it? Someone said it. The lower weight class. So look, the same people, right? Because again, it's no hate. I'm just calling out spade a spade. Like people like Art, man, that only like Devin Haney and hate everything that's below featherweight, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like the same people that are saying he never fights in the States are the same one that says that Inoue is not fighting anybody and he needs to fight someone good and he needs to move to 135 and fight. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you're always gonna get that. But you can get food in a gold platter or somebody or gold made, and people are still gonna find it that it's silver, bronze, or some kind of crap with it behind it.
Yeah, so it is what it is. Johnny says, when was the last time Tank, Charlo, Spence, and Art? Yeah, when was the last time Tank? What was the last time Tank, Charlo, and Spence left America?
Oh, Johnny, crazy.
Between the three of those four fighters, the three fighters you named, the last Tank fought, what was it? Ryan Walsh. That was in the UK. That was like 2017. So
Jesus, yeah,
it's like seven years ago.
Yeah, Johnny tell it like it is.
Facts.
I love Johnny.
No, he'll make it. I think he'll make it competitive. He's got good volume, good power. It's just I think his defense is going to let him down in the end, and it's just going to be a tough ask for. It's a tough ask for anybody, but it's definitely going to be a tough ask for him. And I think with the backstory with the Yamanaka fight and all those things, that's where there's going to be big problems for him. Bro, the endorsement in Japan is $10 million. I talked to some MMA fighters. Yeah, well, look, you know what? You brought it up. Hold on. You brought it up, so I want to actually show you guys because, I've been very blessed over the last year or so.
Some stuff, yeah.
A lot of the Japanese talk about.
Yeah,
go ahead. A lot of the Japanese, they've been sending me these Inoue magazines, so I'm going to show you guys how big this man is.
Inoue?
Yeah, Inoue.
Everywhere.
He's got like big corporate sponsors. I got to get the actual.
So you got to have the fights over there where he's actually the big name for Japan and actually promoting those fights for sure. So
if we want, the thing is, if they
money talks, and that's the bottom line.
If they want Inoue in America, then Bob Arum, Top Rank, and the fine folks there got to put the marketing dollars behind them.
Yeah, and that's what and like Brandon said, if Top Rank would have done the fights.
Look, I'm gonna show you all this now. I don't read Japanese. I mean, I can't read Japanese, right? I don't know a lick about what the hell it says. So maybe one of my Japanese viewers could tell me if there's anybody here who can read Japanese. But look, this is literally from a magazine that one of the Japanese viewers sent me. So this is an ad. This is Inoue in an ad for a company called, I don't know if y'all can see, Workport. Hold on, let me take out the screen. Where is it? Take out the screen. So look, this is literally an ad for a thing called Workport, and I think it's like, what's work?
It's a big thing.
I want to Google it up. What's Workport? I know Workport is.
Yeah.
Workport, Japan. Workport. Oh, it's like a place to look. It looks like it's a place to get jobs or something.
Yeah, like an agency.
Like an agency of some sort. Yep. I don't know.
Anyway, agency.
It's called Workport, right? And he's got when I went to Japan and I walked around this gym, like the Ohashi gym in Yokohama, there was ads plastered like this all over the outside of the gym.
Yeah.
So he's got like in all the Japanese boxing magazines I got, he's got like all kinds of ads, corporate sponsors. So like the way here in the States that like I don't know, like LeBron James or like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy Crosby or just big time athletes in the States, Shohei Ohtani, he's got endorsement deals like that. So that's why the fights are in Japan. If there was that kind of money here in the States,
pouring on him, he'd be here.
I mean, look, I've been screaming from the mountaintops. I think Top Rank, Bob Arum, they have a unique opportunity to bring Inoue. I think they should bring him to LA against, a big name fighter Put them at, and don't do no small venue. Don't do what you did here in South Florida, where you said, yeah, we're fighting in Miami, and then the fight's in Pembroke Pines, an hour and a half away from Miami. Okay, in a small venue. No, don't do that bullshit. Like, I think if they're gonna bring them to the States, they need to do it properly. I'm talking go big, Dodger Stadium. All right, I want Dodger Stadium. I want Shohei Ohtani ringside.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
I want the other dude that just sounded Yamamoto.
Yeah.
All them guys ringside. You got a unique opportunity if you don't want to be a lazy promoter, but that's just
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I mean, well, Top Rank to me hasn't really promoted a lot of fights more than they don't do enough for me as promotion. And you, like you say, he's probably the face of Japan right now, Inoue or Ohtani, and so forth and so forth. So you're gonna go there. You committed to those contracts. You got to show
the Japanese.
The only place he's gonna go. Excuse me. The only place he's gonna go where he's gonna take the Japanese culture and advertise. Going to be where the money's at. Saudi Arabia.
Facts. The Japanese tend to not engage Western media. And yes, I'm not. I wouldn't say the Japanese. I don't want to generalize, but I know with Inoue, it's very difficult to pin him down for interview. I know that from experience. I know that from, even though he got an interview recently, I know from talking to my good buddy at Fight Hype, Sean Zattel, I know even from talking to him, even though he got one recently, it's still hard to pin him down. So I trust me, I know. But in general, when I went to Japan, like May, and I was going to gyms, I had a great experience. Whether it was a Kenshiro or Tanaka or any other gyms I went to, I had a good experience. So yeah, I think it's honestly more so an Inoue thing than it is a Japanese thing. But that's my
personal opinion.
That's my personal opinion. My man right here says Top Rank is doing a terrible job of promoting Inoue in the States. They are basically doing like my thing is, look, you don't even go the Dodger Stadium thing. I'm an ambitious guy. I think big. I like to do everything big, right? But you don't even got to do that, right? At minimum, what I need to see before the Neri fight is I need to see Naoya Inoue at Dodger Stadium throwing the first pitch. I need to see you get 10 minutes on camera of him talking to Shohei Ohtani in Japanese, translated to English.
Oh wow!
All right. Put it on your YouTube channel. Then get all the baseball fans, because listen, y'all, most people probably don't know this, but baseball in Japan is about 20 times bigger than boxing. 20 times bigger than boxing. Wow. Baseball is the biggest sport in Japan. Like when I went to, I'll never forget when I went to I stayed in an Airbnb, little like hostel type thing, and around the corner there was a newsstand. So I used to go to this newsstand like every other day,
right,
just to go look at stuff. And I remember in the sports section, they literally had there's two boxing magazines in Japan. They have like Boxing Beat, which is very popular, and I have a couple of those. And then they had another one which is like in Japanese. I don't know what it's called, but it's like something that one right there. It's like in Japanese, right? Yeah. So the reason I'm bringing it up is because I saw maybe 2 or 3 box publications for baseball. I literally saw like 15 to 20 magazines, like 15 to 20. Yeah. Like they had like yearbooks for like the Japanese league, like like the teams. They even had like in Japanese like the MLB. Yeah. Like baseball is big. So my thing is, the reason I'm bringing it up is because if Top Rank just does something as small as bring Inoue to Dodger Stadium to throw out the first pitch, which is very easy to set up. Okay, you get him to talk to Ohtani on camera for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, you transcribe it to English. You will get some of the fans from baseball to become fans of him and check him out and watch his fight. And then boom, he's a bigger star, which only benefits Aram. It only benefits Top Rank. But sometimes they get
a good promoter.
I should be. They need to hire me.
Promoter, manager.
They need to hire me.
What up, brother? So, you name it.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's just me. But we'll see. He says they put no promotional media before Tapal or Full Fight. They what's crazy is I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to be cocky here.
We're not talking about Top Rank.
I'm not trying to be cocky here. I promoted the Inoue Fulton fight better than Top Rank on the channel. They didn't even put a Inoue Fulton video on their channel till about roughly, because I remember it was like 10 days before the fight. They put a little, like, I think it was like 7-minute series.
Yeah. So I'll say it like this. I think the fight that really got me on that with Top Rank is when Josh Taylor didn't get promoted. Yeah. That really pissed me off. Like, how are you going to be? I mean, you hire all these guys who got a 40-year degrees and they don't have a promotion together? Come on. Yeah. You want money? You want to get the honey? You got to go ahead and promote the fighters that are going to bring you the money or dictate to the culture. Mexico, take up the Mexico with Canelo, with Neri, and all that. It doesn't matter who they are. Mexican.
They're saying Top Rank gotta hire me. Yeah, man. Listen,
Yeah.
not just Top Rank. I think a lot of I think I would be an asset to a lot of promotional companies
Everything.
because you know, we think outside the box here on True School Sports a lot with a lot of things. So
and think I think Timor, he think big.
Think big, dream big, do bigger.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like even recently, like just before I get into the last point, they just